What's going on, everyone? We are back with the review over episode 21 of 1000 Year Blood War. We did see Ichigo is back and he's better. You know, they're lucky he's a good guy because he could have caught bodies on bodies in this episode with all the Sterns. Also, we are about to make some predictions on Aizen and Yachiru, and I do have some thoughts about Yachiru, but it doesn't really make sense to me, so you guys will see what I mean by that, but let's jump right into it. I do like how they showed this scene again. It kind of elaborates on how everything comes back to Yhwach, which is pretty cool. Yup. It's game time now. He's back on his A game. Looks like we're about to see peak Yhwach. I am so hyped for that. And I wonder what his perfect world looks like. Everything that Gremmy created is now going away. Yachiru completely disappeared, nowhere to be found. So this makes me think that it was something with Gremmy's imagination. Since he died, now she's gone. Because why would she just completely lose her robe? And also, like, if she got off screen, we would at least saw a body. They said there was no trace of her spiritual pressure or nothing, so honestly, I think it's something with Gremmy, but my head can't process how everything like works to this moment with Kenpachi. I guess if you look back in the last episode, Yachiru is just crawling in the forest towards Kenpachi. Like, where did she even come from? We don't even know that. It just kind of confuses me why Gremmy would do something like that, but I feel like that wasn't his intent. Like, Yachiru and Kenpachi didn't have to get along, you feel me? But maybe it's not even Gremmy, maybe it's something else, like, that we don't know yet. So, we'll just have to see, but I'm very excited to hear the whole reveal. Because now that everyone was on my head about it, like, talking about the foreshadowing, like, I'm hella invested in it. Bruh, the modern animation Shinigami look like they work 9 to 5s. Bro, I don't know what it is with them. See, there it is. Can't sense the spiritual pressure. Kenpachi's worried, you could tell. And we didn't even get to see more. I'm pretty sure he was about to say some shit and then he got jumped, bro. She's G the gluten or glutton, however you say that. I would have never got that. I've never heard someone say that, and I've never said that in my lifetime. And you know, now thinking about it, it's crazy that Kubo thought of a possible word for every letter of the alphabet that related to something in battle. I mean, of course there is a lot of words, like look how big the dictionary is, but like whenever I think of X, I don't know what to think of. I can only think of xylophone, but that's just probably me with a small vocabulary. One arm, carrying the building. Holy shit. This was a cool intro out of them though, but Squad 11, GG's. Her zombie shrift could be super OP. And look, she like baits them out, so they think she's just a weakling or something. She's smart with it. So I assume her Volstendig is that zombie army, right? And this leads me back to Bambietta's death, or supposedly death. I think she's probably a zombie of Gigi here, because we saw the panic in her eyes and voice and everything. Whatever was about to happen, which was turning into a zombie, she would have preferred to die over that. Candy, man. Kubo gave us a little treat before the week break. Shout out to him. Just feeling all that pressure, bro. Impact from the landing, all of that. I think it's funny. You know, he came to save Kenpachi, then he came to save Byakuya. Like, that's what was happening at SS. And now look, 1000 Year Blood War, he's here to help all of SS. Hey, and this is like an IOU for Kenpachi, you know? He saved him in Juego Mundo. He was flexing, like, everything's moving in slow motion for him, man. Getting jumped by 3 people. Easy. Easy! Oh, I didn't even see this. That's funny. I just love how the wind is blowing their hair. Makes the scene so intense. Will I be among the chosen? So I assume these are gonna be people that help alongside Yhwach, Yachiru, and Yhwach when they take on the royal palace. And based off what we see, I think the 8 Sternritters in Soul Society that were taking on Ichigo, they're not part of the chosen. Like, the people we haven't seen yet are, like, Askin, I think he's going to be a part of the chosen. Also, I did want to talk about this. So, I was thinking about, like, you know, Urahara and Mayuri probably have a fight in the future, right? And I definitely see one of them fighting Askin just because it's going to be a battle of the brains. I really like this group a lot. You know, they bring a lot of personality to fights and everything. See them, you know, fight together is also super cool. I like how she says that, but she took out half of Squad 11. Literally punches one person and they're finished. Okay, so she's got like the thunderbolts. A javelin, that is fire. I like that. That cool ass gets good attention. Finally seeing the new blade work. Then he blitzed her. Don't play with him. That scene was so funny. Seeing their little Sklave Rai, I'm very excited for their Volstand dig. I feel like it was just like a little tease before we see how crazy their Volstand is. Yeah, she a freak, bro. I don't know what she talking about. The chompers. That reminds me of that thing from Mario. She got the weights. She in the weight room for sure. You can tell. I know I said this before, but Ichigo is so locked in, he wasn't talking and everything. It just reminded me of him versus Aizen. When he was just letting the enemy do all the talking while he just proves why he's him. She threw that knowing Gigi was pulling up on him. They did not care about each other. Oh my god. Try to go for Blitz. That was insane. I was like, oh shit, but then I remember she can heal up. She good. Candy. Oh, I didn't even see that before. He is not amused at all. My man does not care. This was sick though. The green color and everything. Then we get the Getsuga movement again. Juji show though. That's gonna be sick in the future. I'm looking forward to seeing it a lot more. You know you're OP when you telling your opponent, get out of the way. She did lose her arm. She was in Volstand Dig. So if she wasn't, would she die or would it just be crazy injuries? Those cheeks! They were getting the angles right this episode. And then the entrance out of Baz B. So sick. You guys were saying Baz B had like some type of altercation with Shinji. But I kinda am glad they didn't show it here because it gave like a surprise that, you know, Bazby and the other Sterns were pulling up. It's crazy. They're really willing to take out each other just to get the spotlight. This scene is absurd. Surrounded by 8 Sternritters. 1v8. Ichigo is looking like Thanos right now. You know, I love to see how far my boy came, you know, from obtaining the power all the way to this point where he is the #1 special threat. Beautiful. absurd. The planning of Yhwach is on another level. Everything, like, SS has to be damn near perfect so Yhwach can't have a counter on him. Of course, we saw, oh, we could take your bankais, but if we lose them, we just got Volsta and Dig for you. And now, Ichigo, the #1 special threat, here to save Soul Society and defeat the Quincy's. Oh, we don't care about you. We go into the Royal Palace for the Soul King. You opened up this gate for us. I appreciate that. I love it. This scene was so hype and he didn't even do nothing. He's just sitting there, but that shit was fire. I do want to go back to when Yhwach and Aizen were talking once again. But what was Aizen's true goal with the Soul King? From what I remember, he wanted a change in the world. You remember he was arguing with Urahara about it. And of course, at the start of the episode, we saw Yhwach was talking about, like, you know, getting rid of this abominable, I can't even say that word right now, whatever world, okay? So, I feel like Aizen's motive is he's gonna let, like, Yhwach and the Quincy's do all the work and then come in at the end and do what he's gotta do. You know what I mean? So we'll just have to see. And someone did ask, do you think he is on the Soul Society side or the Quincy side? And I would say probably Soul Society, if he were to choose a side, like, help out a little bit. Definitely SS. We already saw before he disrupted Yhwach's perception of time for a little bit, which that shit is crazy. You know, I can't wait to see what he has planned, you know, the master planner. I don't know what he's gonna do, but I just know whatever he does, it's about to be one of the best moments of the core. So he knows a war's happening. It's crazy. He's a special threat. He locked up everything. Just the possibility of what he could do. I'm so glad he did that because, like, if he went under Yhwach, I don't know, bro. I feel like I'd just see him as a bitch. I'm sorry. I hate to say that, but, like, come on. You were the villain before. You're your own person. You are literally a goat of Bleach. There's no way you are gonna be under this man right here. Don't care if he's a Quincy Jesus, man. Looking at that scene, I guess it did show that they have a similar path. So what I said before about, you know, the Quincy's doing all the work and Aizen swoops in, I think that might be a thing that happens. Or basically, he's using the Quincy's for his plan in the future. That's a better way to say it. I think he's gonna have a fight with Yhwach or something like that. We have seen the monk so much. The blank eyes. He knows what time it is. And all I gotta say is shit's about to get active. Before we keep on going, I did state I want to see Ichigo versus Yhwach. Who would win? You know, I think Ichigo would put up a hell of a fight. But I do think Yhwach's got it because we haven't seen the true potential or him even at his peak. And look how crazy he's been. It's crazy. Yhwach's got the bodyguards on standby. They were not letting him pass. Kind of reminds me of when Mass kicked Renji across SS. Trying to get there again. The Glock, bro. Ooh, them Baz B. Finger gun. Renji with the save. I don't know. There's something about, like, Glocks and Bleach. You know, Stark had one. Robert has one. It's just so satisfying to me. Of course, the whole show is about, like, a blade and a bow. But a Glock in it, it just adds an interesting twist. Yugrum said allow me, but she has said, nah, I got this. I feel so bad for Ichigo. That's gotta hurt him so much. It's just a huge backstab. And then he's saying you can't take him down. You not like that, Ichigo? Come on. That is just tough. And he was actually cutting down Ichigo. Sado. Oh my god, bro. My pause game is elite. But what I was gonna say, I feel like Ichigo's too much in shock to even like dodge or block that attack. So that's why. Golly, what an entrance from Orihime. Like how the shield just reveals everything. I do like this little reunion. How the whole Kurakara town squad, you know, met and saw Shida's true motive. Sado does not give a shit. Even Orihime was showing like some worry. Like, look at her. She's sweating. Sado, he could care less, bro. He's just gotta join. VA was going crazy. Based off that ending, I do think the monk is the first one that's gonna be on Yuoba, Shida, and Yugrum. I also do think there's gonna be some type of chase where Ichigo and some other Shinigami go up top to take on them in the Chosen. I also do think the other Squad Zero members are probably gonna fight here too. There's just no way they don't. Right now, there is so much to look forward to, and honestly, I don't even know what to expect. I'm completely blind. Like, what all the trailers, everything has been shown. So now we are just blind. I'm ready to have my mind blown. Everything. These are some of my thoughts for episode 21 of 1000 Year Blood War. Hopefully I do get some of those predictions right. We'll just have to see. I appreciate all of you guys for watching. I'll catch all of you in the next one. Peace out.